Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real...
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. So Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can ease...
Chance for a shot! Goal! There is the breakthrough! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's got away. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
This is the time you need that pace.
That has not gone well. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he's played it back. Gravenberg. Nicely shaped ball. Branthwaite kept his eye on it, and he's there. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. He's a sharp little ball here. Bruno Fernandes picks it up out wide. Bellingham. Nicely spread. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. DiMarco with the short one. Fired deep. It's a mighty effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Vietnam are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And it's DiMarco. Partey short changes him with that pass.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Cucurella. Partey, distributed tidily. And he's whipped it across.
Vietnam really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green.
Could be danger here. And they're quick to get it back. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Has a look and plays it forward. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Out towards the flank. Ball driven towards the... Up he goes! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This is their second corner of the game. DiMarco goes short. Vietnam have their third corner. They've played it short. Now it's DiMarco. It's gone out for a throw-in. Looking to go deep. And he's following up! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Partey. Pass somewhat off target. Osimhen. And Gravenberg. And it's Caicedo. And here's Mbappe. He's picked his way through.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
In once more. Gravenberg. Now he's got space here. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Bruno Fernandes. Cucurella. In with the challenge. Gravenberg did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Osimhen. Shot at goal! Oh, taken with style. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from...
And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So once again, we're underway.
Vietnam have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And the pass is intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Looking for the run. Oh, what has happened here? Hernandez. Indica. Gabriel. Gravenberg. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, sweet feet. Bellingham. And here's Osimhen. Brilliantly cut out. Bellingham. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bellingham.
Oscar Mingueza.
Under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Bellingham. Branthwaite. Passing is crisp and sharp. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Kane. Great chance! They've scored! And they're back in front!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Vietnam take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution on the field. Number 45, Osimhen. Number 4, Bellingham. Number 5.
Quick look, then plays it in.
Number 38.
Can he finish?
Gravenberg.
Now, and again!
On the field.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Mikel Merino.
Well,
Number
that's certainly
20,
more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Substitution in progress.
And here's Marino. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Tonali. Mbappe receives it. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Quality ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That has been slung wide. Bastoni. Nicely weighted ball. Ødegaard. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's gone backward here. Can he get on the end of this? Ruben Neves. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Baina. Baina touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's managed to get free. Now the cross. Partey. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for options for movement. Oh no, what has happened here? That's an excellent interception. Cucurella. Ndika gets over and intercepts. Hernandez. Kudus. That's a shade optimistic. Eder Militao does well to get it back. And he's been shifted off it. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Baina. Now it's Ruben Neves.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well timed, excellent interception.
There
Ruben
will be 1
Neves.
minute added time.
Now it's Baina. Haaland. And that is that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
This is a lost children.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Vietnam tactically set themselves up in a way that allowed them to show better penetration whenever it was required. They basically got all the fundamentals correct. They were expansive in possession and compact when off.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now that looks a decent ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Reinders. Gravenberg deals with that comfortably. Oh, good-looking ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's DiMarco. He's found a way past. Partey. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Bastoni. Played over towards the opposite flank. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Might want to be careful there. Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been cut out, well played. Cucurella. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Mingueza. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Mingueza is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cucurella. Here's Doku. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a promising run he's making on the right.